Hey guys, welcome back. Here we are, putting colors and colors and colors, pretty fall colors all over this canvas. See if we can make this do what we want to do. Hang on to your seatbelt. Let's see, we started off, we took some burn umber this time, which is like raw umber, but it's more opaque, it covers better. Mixed some ultramarine blue into it, and that just really gave me a really dark umber. And we got some darker colors up here too. So I was trying to get lighter and lighter, and I couldn't get there, and I couldn't figure out well, I just finally had to realize I didn't have enough darks for my lights to jump in. So we're going to add some darks, and we'll put some lights back on top, but you can't ever do one without the other. If you really want a good light, you got to have dark. If you want a good dark, you got to have some light in there. That's what we're doing now. We're getting the crown of this tree. The crown of that tree pretty much covers everything. It wasn't a sky picture. It's not a background picture. It is what it was. It's this tree picture. That's what we wanted to do. And we've also got some stronger, little limbs coming up in here. Now go get some more water on my brush here. You'll get better edges when you're painting. If you want smaller lines, keep plenty of water on your brush. So you carry that up into there like that. See, don't be afraid to have plenty of water on your brush. And just kind of roll that brush and carry it up into the top of that tree. Get some strokes going in there and where those limbs are going up through there. Get some of those back. That's what makes that tree work, is all those little limbs there just can kind of keep carrying everywhere. Let's get that in there. Then burn umber, ultramarine blue. Give me a good dark color. That's what I'm looking for. Something I can get on there. Get that tree where I want it. Carry those branches where I want it to go. And if I lose some colors, guess what? I'll add more back to it. I hope y'all realize that's what I do. This is the way I paint, is painting in the paint. Get the strokes I want to. We can always add more lights. We can always add more darks. We're not afraid to touch our canvas. My hay bale, you got to have a dark on that hay bale. It's going to be right here. Let's set him down here. Kind of get our hay bale described back where we wanted him to be. And that's a good dark color going back under that tree over there. Remember, we still got that little bush over here. There we go. Get them established a little bit. And keep him back there. And I'll pull a few strokes up and base of these trees back here a little bit. Find where some of our trees were back there, kind of roll that a little bit dark past that horizon, a little bit behind that tree back in here, and just, you can play all over the place. Don't be stuck in one place. And see, what you painted over here is dry. Push paint back on top of it. And one thing we're going to need is all that ground cover, all them little leaves on the ground. And I have never ever done this. Don't know if it'll work or not, but guess what? We're going to try it. I found this funny looking sponge. And that is a funny looking sponge. Let's see if that'll make some ground color, some leaf kind of ground cover leaf. This is something we've never done before. Just a little sponge right there, and just take that and see if we need a whole bunch of millions of little leaves on the ground. Well, I'm the world's worst. I'm not a patient type of sort. I just want to get it covered with some texture. And this works pretty good. I kind of like that. I'm going to grab me some other different color in there and just, we got to have them leaves that are all over the ground. I'm going to use that sponge just to get some color in there, something to paint into. That'll give you my hay bale too. Top of that hay bale, look at that. That's it. We got leaves laying all over this yard. But remember now, you can't have dark leaves or light leaves without having dark leaves. So we're going to grab some ultramarine blue, some burnt umber, and getting this sponge here, mix the two together, and kind of get them on here. Something to paint into this groundwork. Because the leaves laying all over the grounds in the fall, if you had to paint each individual leaf, I don't know about you, but it'd drive me crazy. Let's get something in there. So now I have something I can paint leaves on top of. I'll let that dry a little bit. And those leaves are they're laying all the way around this tree, up against the hay bale. Something I can paint into. And that's what we're working for. Grab some more of that little yellow in there. That kind of gives us a ground cover that looks different. What about it back there, Michael? Does that look different?
I like it.
Well, we ain't never done it. Figure we might as well try it. Try things that'll do something a little bit different. Don't be afraid to try it. And we'll paint our last leaves to make them look like leaves. But I'm just not that patient. See like that, how it kind of lays like a leaf laying back there somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just works. Leave it alone. I like it. Just keep going. You know, wow, that stroke actually worked. And I'm just using all my different colors I got on here. So let's just kind of mix everything together and put it on there to give me something to paint into. So I'm going to have to clean this canvas up a little bit, or my palette up a little bit. We'll start with some new colors. Because I'm kind of getting wild here, but I'll tell you what. We got plenty of color to paint leaves into. And that's what we needed. We needed, because our canvas looked mighty flat up here on the front. It ain't flat no more. It's got the colors of the rainbow in there. That's going to give us a good ground cover to paint into. I like that. So don't be afraid to try different things. See, I like that so much, I'm going to put a little bit of that up here. Just kind of carry up here some texture in that top of that tree. Guys, that's what painting's all about. We're having fun. I got something now I can paint leaves into. I need to clean this mess up, and we're going to start doing a little more detail work. I'll tell you what, y'all come back next time, we'll have a clean palette, we'll have some different leaf colors, we'll see what we can do with this. Y'all come.